Hey guys. And he was kind of beating all around the bush, and he said the reason was because really the person he has back home is his spin-dom, and that she finding, and I was like, what? That's a thing?
But there's applying it, and then there's the actual action.
Right.
Like when you discipline a child. You tell
keep going. And then when we do it, you gotta say, scissor me, daddy, like that. All right?
No, you know.
This is not the fucking thing to do. Like,
I think that's normal.
I got you, like, buddy.
I
can't help her.
Minutes later, I see a pizza slide under my door. No contact. Like, I'm good.
You see the pizza slide under the door with their hands, and your fucking hands slam down on top of it and grab his.
We have an initial physical type of what we like to see initially, because our eye is always drawn to something. I can see a tall guy, big and broad shoulders, and I'm like, ooh, nice. But if he talks to me, and I'm be like, maybe not. Okay, so Mike, until we get the rest of the guys in, do you want to start with your first question for us ladies? First of all, are you drinking a Capri Sun?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. First things first, what is happening?
All right. What's going on? You can hear me, right?
yeah.
Huh?
Can I?
Oh my God. Isn't this goddamn
boy.
hairstyle of yours?
You bought the hair. The hair back.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my microphone. My shit ain't playing nothing through it. And the
Can you hear me?
That is an issue.
Can you hear me?
Everybody, welcome to the We Got Questions podcast. I am one of your hosts, Mike Hennessy, aka Mr. Hennessy. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you through something else. My bad. Hold on. I'm trying to fix this shit. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna run into technical difficulties right now.
Already.
You can probably hear me making all the damn noise. Yeah, I know. But
Mike, this shirt make me look like I just broke out of goddamn crazy house.
I don't know what the hell I did. Oh my God, this is annoying because I can't hear nothing now. Anyway, we here. So I'm trying to fix my microphone and all that other stuff so I can hear through stuff, but for some reason I can't hear anything. So unless I kick something out, then it's whatever. But we here. Anyway, like I said, Basic ain't here today. So she is where is Basic at? She's stuck in Chicago. She might be home. I don't know for sure, but her flight was delayed and they canceled her first flight, so she had to catch the next one after that. And it is what it is.
What you hate about flying to get you there quicker? But shit, you do a lot of wait time.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, what I'm about to do is I'm about to walk around and see if I unplug something by accident, because I think that's what I did. I think I stepped on something and unplugged something. But the thing should still be working. So confused. 1 second. It's like literally not playing nothing through the speakers at all. And I'm wondering, what did I do to this damn thing? I must have tipped something or did something. So welcome in everybody, by the way, once again. I'm gonna have to do it the getaway for now. Hold up. I'm gonna log into my own thing. So don't if y'all see something pop in there, don't worry about that. do. Yeah, don't worry about that, Mike.
Now it's echoing. God. Oh.
Yep. Oh God. Damn.
It's like, who.
I know. All right. Like I said, I gotta improvise right now because I don't have my headphones isn't working for some reason. So it is what it is. But anyway, all right. So today's topic, we are talking about being a father and the importance of being a father. All the things, we're not just talking about what we do as a fathers, but the fathers that we had it, or the dads, whatever you want to call them, the influences that we have in our lives. And once again, this is a TBC podcast type of feature. So it's more or less it's from our perspectives of different generations and how we grew up and how it was for us. So y'all going to be listening to two different perspectives. Who was the first to say something? Jeff Short. Good evening, everyone. I should have been subscribed for some months now. I'm finally catching Gate from Dollar Stream. Hey, thanks for joining, brother. I really appreciate you. You said you're following this, so if you know anybody else that want to, listen on this conversation, please send it out to them. Like I said, this is a father-based stream. We're going to be talking about our kids, what it's like for us to be the kids, kids that ain't your kid, some of the little motherfuckers. But anyway, all right. So I do have a couple of questions for that. I wrote them down. So before we even get started there, like I said, share it out to somebody, like, subscribe, do all that things. And we will be with the TBC podcast soon. Even though this is a feature, this is kind of just us doing our thing. So, all right. You ready, Mike?
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
What are your earliest memories of what it means to be a father? That's a good question.
That should be easy, but it's mine was more of like being there for my kids. That was the most important thing
Right.
as far as being a father, was being there for my kids because my dad wasn't there for us,
Right.
So I pretty much had to let my kids know, hey, no matter what the situation is, I still love you or whatever. I think that's the biggest thing. The child wants to know that they're loved by their father as much as their mom. They always feel it from
Mm-hmm.
their mom or whatever, but they never feel it from their dads because their dads never tell them, hey son, or hey my baby girl, I love you and stuff like that. They go on ahead about their business. There's a lot of them doing it now, but during my generation, no, no, I haven't had not one male say that, not one. Even though I got taken care of by my grandfather and a couple of my uncles or whatever, it's never been like that for me. And I know, Mike, it hasn't been like that for you either, because you still
Right.
fall
What's up,
like
Cynthia?
right after our generation.
Mm-hmm.
So I I think when I
He
got
said
to the
basic,
point
you've
where I could,
changed.
yeah. the,
What's going on? What?
the first, yeah, but the first, I mean, oh, whew,
Yeah, no basic to the guys. She is
it's
stuck in
that,
Chicago.
yeah, yeah, And the funny part is, I'm in Illinois right now. I'm not in Chicago.
Right,
But
right.
um, I don't know. I just feel like because of my experiences with my dad and stuff, it was an importance to be there. That that's basically what it is. When you're a dad or whatever, it's
Yeah.
important for you to be there because
Yo,
there's things
Joe.
that you can't teach your mom, the mother can't teach the son.
Mm-hmm.
They can teach him some things, but it's a lot of things they cannot teach him. A man has to be there in their presence. A man that he's not afraid to tell what he's experienced. And if it's bad things, you want to tell your son or your daughter good things, but if it's bad things that they've experienced, you want to be able to tell them that too. You
Yeah.
don't want to really be hiding anything from them, whether you did drugs, you did this, you did that. I don't understand where you're coming from because when I first got like with my kids, oh God, I had a hard time seeing them. First two kids had a hard time seeing them because of their moms.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to be able to get to talk to them, they were a lot older and stuff like that. So they were looking at me with a lot of resentment because they felt as though I wasn't there
What up,
for
Chief?
them.
Mm-hmm. No, keep going.
And
I'm just
I had to let them know, just because I wasn't there didn't mean I didn't care about you or anything. It's just the thing going on between me and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
However your mom want to make you look at me or whatever, that's not me. Here's the real me. I'm standing in front of you. I'm talking to you, and that's the real me. It's not all that fabricated bull crap you've been hearing over the years or whatever. You might as well nix it. Just listen to what I'm saying. I ain't got to say anything bad about your mom or whatever. I'm just telling you who I am and where I'm coming from, and then I explain
Yeah.
it to them and so on. And then as they got to know me, they were like, "Oh, wow, we didn't even know he was like this or whatever. We were told he was an asshole and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing me down, just
Right.
bringing me down.
Right.
So, like I said, if you get to explain, like I got to explain the things I went through, even with their moms and stuff, I
Right.
went through a lot. I explained that stuff. I said I
What's going
can't
on,
fault
brother?
them for everything, and I have to take blame for it myself too, because
Right.
I allowed certain things to happen. But um,
We'll get to
I
this
just
later. I'll
think
start a
that's my
comment.
biggest that's my
We'll get to
biggest
that later.
thing is to see them and let them get to know who you are, and just take life for what it's worth. Because you can't, I can't take anything and bring it back from the past and show them. So I have to show them from the time that I seen them on, and they understand where I'm coming from. And it's like if I see them later on or whatever, like they grown and gone and stuff like that. But if I see them later on, they get that look on their face like the same way I did every time I seen my dad. I'll be happy about seeing them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't around them or whatever, but I was happy about seeing them. And unfortunately, I did get to spend my first 7 years of life with my dad, which some kids don't get to spend with them at all.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know your father from not spending time with him, and he's never showing up or whatever, then it's not something. I know you wonder about it and all the kind of, what's my dad like? What he do and stuff like that. It's always gonna be there, whether it's in the front or the back of your brain. But you still gonna move on. And I think it hurts a lot worse when your dad has been in your life for a certain period of time, that nurturing period, and then all of a sudden he's gone, and you sit there wondering why he's gone. How come he ain't can love me or whatever anymore or whatever. I know kids that don't ever see their father wonder that, but it hurts more when they spent time with you and then all of a sudden they disappear, and that time it's nothing else after that.
Yeah. I ain't even think about it like that. Like,
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
uh,
I hate to say it that way, but it sucks because you
it
sit
do.
there wondering the whole damn time, like, what happened? Was it because of me? Was it because of my mom? You know what I'm saying? You looking at a lot of stuff. Whereas sometimes I'll be like, I wished I hadn't spent that time with them. Then I wouldn't have to think about it so much.
Right.
Because it took me through a lot as a kid.
And to add to that, it's like that. Well, my side of things, my first impression of being a father, or my first memories was it's like I never forget particular things. Like when she was first born and she was sitting on the table
Yeah.
and like looking at her and just like staring at her. I looked like a. It was weird because it was like I never was like a selfish person or anything like that, but I've officially was like, yo, that's mine, like 100% mine.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and I didn't know what to do. The doctors is touching her and stuff, and she's just sitting there crying. And I'm looking at this person that looked like me. I'm like, oh shit, like she here, and you just see all this hair in her head, and she kind of like stopped crying, and she could hear me, and she starts looking at me because she recognized my voice. So it was weird because she always gave me this grill. Like Gabby always grilled me. She never really like just looked at me. She kind of just grilled at me like, nigga, like one of those type of traits. But um, it just was. That's one of the first things, and then that first week, not first week, but I think she was about 12 days old, and I had her by myself, first time, just me and her, and I was supposed to have her swaddled, but I didn't. I was messing with her feet because I wanted to like play with her toes, and so she kept pulling them back like this, like, and then she'd just stare at me,
Yeah.
and I'm like touching her forehead and touching her nose because I didn't know what the hell to do. So I'm just having a grand fucking time, like just playing with this kid, this little individual, and it's like, okay, I'm here. But I just started like embracing it, and then I know I had one of the hardest days of my life when it was by myself with her, and it was like hard because I wasn't prepared for it, but I took on that challenge and I did it. Like I just remember her always being constipated, and when she finally blew, she blew like that shit just pow all the way up her back, like near her neck. I'm like, God damn, like just shit fiestas, like oh my gosh. So it's always been a challenge, um,
Oh,
but I embrace it so much. Like that's my fondest memory, my earliest memories of her, and who this little character was. So yeah. And as we go through this show, I'm just gonna show like pictures, like, and I pulled some from your Facebook, Mike, so you already know which ones it is.
mhm.
This is him and his oldest child. Everybody is watching. Uh, yo, she
Funny
looked like
seeing
you.
this too.
Yo, she looked just like you. Yeah,
uh,
I don't know who
I
took the picture, but they look like they
think
got shorts on. So
I think Marie did. Marie
Marie,
did because it was in the summertime. Yeah.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's his oldest child. So yeah, that's picture number one with him, and I'll put this one up. Is one of the earlier pictures of Gabby. I'll take a picture with her and my mom. It's one of my favorite pictures. Yeah. Because that smile she's doing, like, oh my god, and the little fat arms that she had. I want to pinch those things again. Like, yo, look how little she used to be. Not no more. Not no more. That motherfucker is big. She's
Look,
big. Like,
look, when I had
what's
Destiny
going on, Teddy? Huh?
after Robin had Destiny, right? Yeah, I ain't
Mhm.
never told you this. I had
Mhm.
walked outside. I walked outside and she was small, right? You know, with my hands up. It was at nighttime. It looked like Kunta Kinte with Kizzy in his.
Hey, yo. Oh man.
It was at nighttime too. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that is
I'm
too
looking
dope.
like Kunta out this boy.
That's dope.
I was so happy to have her though, boy.
Oh man.
I was so happy to have her. That was funny. That was my baby right there.
Yeah, Destiny was your homie. I remember every day she used to come over here with strong ass
uh,
kids. You was always having strong kids. So
yeah, she was pushing the couch. She was pushing the couch on full size couch at what? Two? She was pushing the damn whole couch. I was like, yo, come on, man.
right, strong ass
Pushing it
baby.
in another area and stuff. I was like, get the hell out of here. Yeah.
All right, so I got another one. I don't feel like I don't want to dive that deep real quick because it is these deep ass questions and it'll make for some shit. But if it's something that you can go back and just change about fatherhood for you personally, what would you go back and change?
Um, I believe I would change. I think I'd change how I approached it
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning. Like even though I didn't get to spend time or whatever, I think I should have more made more effort to make time. That's being honest.
Yeah.
If I could have made more or gave more effort to make time, I think things would have been a lot better. I'm not going to use the military and all kinds of other stuff as an excuse. It's just, you know, when you in certain relationships, people tend to believe like if you just came out of a bad relationship or whatever, you tend to believe that all right, it's that person or whatever, and I ain't trying to be around them or whatever. But when you got kids or a kid involved, then you got to just set this shit to the side or throw it on the back burner and just
Yeah.
do what you got to do. But at times I let that get in the way. Like I really had no control of this shit with Tiffany. None.
Yeah.
That was just what it was. Courts wasn't working with me. They was just being fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And
I remember
it
this
it
stuff. So
was what it was. But the thing with Destiny and stuff like that is a different story. So
yeah.
I could have made more effort or whatever. And that's the part that I would have changed. If I could go back and change it, I would change it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, I would never say I don't want Gabby to be here. That's the one thing I wouldn't say. But I would have definitely did things different with my daughter's mom. Like the year of 2013 was one of the worst years for me and her. That was what set the
Hmm.
relationship up to end because
Yep.
we had that family situation with someone leaving someone because of what they were, the person was married to that person and he left her. I'm not trying to name names. I don't want to do that, but you know who I'm talking about. He left her and went to another woman, or he found out that he was with another woman and he just left her. That particular person kept calling my daughter's mom and calling her and calling her and calling her because they were close. And that kind of led to her thinking that I would do it because of our particular family member. That's a really nice guy, and our family is known to have really nice men in there. So they're like, "Oh, if he can do it, you can do it." So I think I just would have changed that narrative, and I would have stopped her from get off the phone with this woman. Let her handle her own problems because you are adopting her problems, and you made it my problem. So I would have definitely changed that to at least save something of Gabby having some type of family structure.
Yeah.
But maybe it was always meant to be what it's going to be. So
but we'll never know.
Nah, I ain't trying to.
That's the whole thing. You'll never know. Yeah.
I'm good where I'm at. I don't like the concept of the broken family thing, but it's not like I'm choosing to make a broken family. I had no choice. I had to leave. Something would have came out of that, and it wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
So
It's just the same situation as me and Destiny's mom or whatever. She tried to say I abandoned my daughter. I didn't abandon my daughter. I kept my ass out of motherfucking jail because if I was gonna be in that toxic relationship with you, that's where I was fucking headed. I'm smart. I'm not stupid at all. It's time to go. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that point, you gotta go. I don't put my hands on women or whatever. But when you put me in a situation to where I'm figuring I'm going to
big time,
do it,
bro.
then it's time to fucking leave. It's time to leave. It's not it. That shit ain't nothing to screw around with. I know. And I ain't saying this going towards all women, but it's just women out there that try to pull that bullshit and try to say, "Oh, you a coward, you this, you that, you ain't, you know." They try to push you to a point where you're going to do something or say something to them, and then they try to make your kids believe that you're this fucked up person after that or whatever, especially if they try to do it in front of the kid, which a lot of them have a habit of doing. So, like I said, I'm out. I can't stay in this relationship. What the hell am I going to be in here for? We arguing every day. Like, come on, man. And I can't do that. I'm not built for that type of crap.
Same thing
Now,
here.
you get somebody that do debates and shit that want to be in that drama bullshit. Because I'm not the one, dog. I'm chill. I ain't got time for that. And like I said, that shit makes you old. It makes you age faster.
Yeah.
Dealing with that bullshit because there's a lot of stress. And I was like, well, I'm glad to get out of here. You ain't never that. I'm telling you, when I say I was happy to divorce that chick, oh my God. I wanted to get my shit laminated after that happened. I swear to God, I was going to hang that motherfucker up over the mantle and shit. Or get a trophy room.
He got all these good positive trophies in there. Football trophy,
and then his
running
wife,
trophy, a military trophy, divorce trophy.
And they got had a hunter's mentality and shit. Kill 2010. Oh,
man,
shit.
yo, that's
Don't
funny
have
as
it up
shit.
there on the head plaque and shit.
Dysfunction versus
Fuck
dysfunction.
that,
A child develops better with functional parents who aren't together than with dysfunctional parents who are together. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. There's so many things that go along with that though.
Yeah,
You got to make
it's
it
a
work a
lot.
certain way, but does that still approve of, hey, breaking a relationship with somebody? You know, like, yeah, like if somebody gets on your fucking nerves to the point of no return, you out. Like, what else you
Yeah,
gonna be able to do?
yeah, it's time, man.
Yeah,
No,
it's time to
I
go.
don't
It's
believe.
time to
I'm
go.
just telling you, it is
What's up,
when
Steph?
it's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Right,
It's just
right.
I've seen people in some toxic relationships, and
And they making
it
that thing
didn't
hang
go
like a
well.
gold tooth.
It didn't. It didn't work. It's still not working. And shit, my brother is in a toxic relationship right now. He hanging around. I was like, like, I was like, no. He always come on. I'm leaving her. I'm gonna leave her, and this nigga still there. 15 years. You gotta be like on SpongeBob. 15 years later.
Still
Talk
moving.
about he gonna leave. Still talking about he gonna leave. I'm
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
but still, so like
Nigga.
this is the part, right? Not even necessarily had a conversation about the what's going on in the comments. Completely understood. Completely understood. Obviously, Marcus, you've been married. Stephanie, you've been married, and you know sometimes it's time to step away from it so the kid can be okay. You know what I mean? But sometimes it don't be dysfunction, and you might get a person that just want to just leave the family. And so
Yeah.
it think dysfunction is just somebody's choice now to just step away from it. I would just, I don't want to speak on it too much, but I was listening to those the doctor talked to the Nick Cannon and Cam Newton, and it just to see them get rattled the way that they did, it's crazy. Like they were defending why they can do it, but only thing I got out of this was okay, y'all got money, so y'all money can take care of these kids. You know what I mean? And it's like y'all show up. I'm not saying y'all don't, but y'all not there every day. You know what I mean? Kendrick Lamar had a good point when he said, I got a son to raise. You know what I mean? Like I raise him every day, show him how to do this, show him how to do that. He's there with me every day. And I mean, this is his job as a family man. He could have lost his family based off of what the things that happened with him, but that ain't my business. I'm only using that as an example by saying, like, I never wanted to be a single father. Ever. Never.
Mhm.
That's why I have never gotten married. I never got married because I wanted to make sure that if I'm with somebody, that's be the first and last time I do that. Like I don't think it's fun being a father, a single father, but I understand that stuff happens. Like I'm not speaking on it like as if it don't exist and it don't happen, but I didn't want to necessarily choose that. You know what I mean? And I know some people break up, they don't get along, it just happens. That's just human nature. But most people in this world can make things work. They can. This is your choice. Everybody know why they stepped away from something. You got to own up to your shit. But it's okay. Some people don't. Some people will just make an excuse or find another way around it, and that's how you do.
No, that's just the people that need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They still doing childish shit, and they don't know how to handle the responsibility of being a parent or whatever. But then again, eh, that comes from your uh most families past and stuff too. It depends. Everything comes from somewhere. Everything
Mm-hmm.
comes from your generations, and it's up to you whether you're gonna break that trend or not. And we decided to break the trend. This shit started from me and my sister, and then it went to our kids. You know, they take care of what they got to take care of with their kids. So
Mm-hmm.
that it's nothing. It's all about breaking that damn trend because I mean, it's fucked up. It's
Right.
the
Right.
way our situations are from the past is just really fucked up, and you really got to look at it. And you got to think for yourself after that. You
Right.
can't be thinking, oh, that's just the same as somebody being, generations of alcoholics or whatever. What, you going to drink because them motherfuckers drink themselves in the ground? Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. Are you going to do drugs because they was doing all that shit? Fuck no. You got a choice. You're not a marionette. Ain't nobody controlling you and shit like little puppets on the
Mm-hmm.
string and shit. You
Right.
got a choice. So just go on ahead and do what you got to do. What you
Right.
figure you got to do. Break that shit.
Right.
I don't
And
know.
that's why I'm so adamant about, like, it ain't that I'm choosing to do this stuff. I had to. You know what I mean? You had to. You didn't want to be in that relationship. That relationship was getting bad. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like I got more than one kid. I got one kid. I ain't never slip up and have another one. Not one time. So, like, that will speak to certain things. Like, I'm not with the person. If I'm not married to you, I don't want to have a kid with you. I'm not doing that part over again. That ain't even a boundary. That's a way of life for me at this point. That's a way of life. I'm not having no more kids unless I'm possibly, like, if I'm married, or even at this point, I probably don't even want to. I'm almost fucking 40. Do I want to start all over again? Fuck no. Like, I really don't. I do not know. I don't think I want to start all over again. Like, I got a 12-year-old. It took a long time to get to 12. It was some long years. It was some long years. And I'm probably saying that because of the fact that because I'm dealing, I had to, deal with the fucking problem with my daughter's mother and all the shit that she put me through, all that stuff. Man, listen, I write a book on some shit. Like, I had to go through some shit. I sacrificed a lot. I should be in a way different space in my life than where I'm at right now. But I sacrificed everything for Gabby. Everything.
Hmm.
And I think that this is the part of fatherhood that some people don't get. Like, you might be able to find a person that be on some chill shit with you. That might be on this. But when you got a person that kind of hate you and they gotta be in your fucking life, they will do little shit. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, I would do it this way." And okay, well, guess what? You ain't had to deal with this shit. Mine was a fucking terror. Still to this day, I just blocked her. She's sitting on block for like about 3 months now. I ain't taking her off that shit at all. Like, this is like, my daughter's 12. My daughter's 12.
And that's been going on for that damn
And that's
long
been going
too.
on since she was 2.
That's
And that's
messed
what I'm
up.
saying is, like, I get it. People don't have these type of problems. But when you have to communicate with somebody, your baby mama ain't my baby mama. Like,
Mm-mm.
2 different people.
Everybody's situation is different.
Right.
It
So it's
might
like,
have some type of similarity to it, but it's always different. It's always because
mhm,
it's that person. The person is,
yeah,
ugh.
right.
And
Hold
my
on, I'm about to go back to the
experiences. So
comments. It was never my plan. I'm not going to beg anyone to stay me and my phone. Oh yeah, she wrote that. I'm sorry. I got to put that back up again stuff. Not saying y'all, but I think too many men hinge the relationship they have with their kids on the relationship they have with their kids' mom. Yeah, but a lot of that is that. A lot
mhm.
sometimes when other person has a lot of control of certain situations, it's like you got to squeeze the little things in sometimes. I used to have to squeeze the little things in with Gabby. I used to have to squeeze it in. Now I don't squeeze shit in. I take that shit. Like, and as much as she wants to sit back, I just, what are you gonna do? Take me to court? All right. Just as long as you show up with your papers, I ain't gotta show up with a lawyer. That's all it is. Like, I don't even care no more. All I care about is, how does this kid do this? I care about what I'm doing with her. That's all. I don't have
Mhm.
time to worry about the other person. So it's like, that shit is it's it's a thing. It's a thing. But like I said, when you don't have them problems, you
Then
are going
you
to
can't see
be
it
on
the
some lax
same
shit.
way.
Not even coming at what Marcus' point is, but you're lax because you don't deal with this. Imagine if you had to deal with it. You didn't have to. You could have your people left you the fuck alone. That's the point. They left you alone. Mine didn't leave me alone. Mm-mm. I'm 6.5 years to empty nesting, so I'm not trying to start over.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. There's literal systems and protection set up for all of that. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it wouldn't matter the
Yeah, but
statements or whatever. Motherfuckers will find their
yeah.
way. They will find their way.
hmm
Assholes are
It,
gonna be
it
assholes.
is now. It is,
I
Marcus.
wish my
This shit is now. It's set up that way now. But when I was going through what I was going through, that shit wasn't working. The motherfuckers, they ain't give a shit. Like even when I went to court, for my time that I was supposed to be spending with my daughter, they was pretty much like, "Fuck
yeah,
you.
whatever it is,
We'll
no
start
fucking
over
deal.
next year or whatever." Like, what? Are you fucking serious? You know what I'm saying? So they didn't give a
Yeah,
shit at
yeah,
all.
right. Yeah. It ain't that it hinges on it. It's a part of it. It's a part of the fatherhood that you deal with. You know what I mean? Like this is a
Mhm.
part of it. Like I said, there's a lot of positive that come on the things with me and Gabby, but there's also some things that when I think of stuff with her as I'm growing up, there's things that's out of my control that comes and come dip its way in there. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that you think about. You kind of just look forward to other things and not trying to look forward to some of the things. But it's not necessarily that the relationship with her mom. Like I said, just an aspect of it. This is a part of it.
hmm
You know what I mean? Like
It's
everybody
like
has a
when
part of
somebody,
something.
it's like
Mhm.
when somebody keep stuff going or whatever. And like my oldest, I've always wanted to be in her life. Period. I did everything I could to be in her life.
We
Mom used
grew
to
up watching
move
that shit.
from one place, yeah. We used to move from one place to the next. As soon as I found out where she was or whatever, oh, we moving. Jumping from one neighborhood to the damn next and shit, man. For what? For what? You trying to stop me from seeing my kid for what? I wasn't abusive. I wasn't none of that shit. And you were getting child support. You fuck things up, and then you want to try to make me pay for what you fucked up. That I
Mhm.
don't get it.
Right. Because there's like in even going back to your point, Mark, we get it. We get it. We get what you're trying to say. But do
hmm
you understand what he been through? Or I don't know that what he been
And
through.
that, yeah, and that system, the
That's the
system
part.
that he's
That's the
talking
part that
about
you
now,
probably
they didn't
don't see.
have in place.
Right.
They
This is back in the
it's a
90s.
lot different.
I grew up watching this woman run from my uncle whenever he would find his daughter. So you got to think his relationship with his first child was him trying to get her. So what story can he tell? Do we ignore that? Do we not pay attention to that? He had to find his child, and she would come show up out of nowhere and come sit on my grandma's porch, on his mother's porch, and then we go play with her and stuff because she would literally go try to find out where we were at and where her dad was at. That was her life with us. Like that's what happened all the time. That's why I say, like, I get it, I get it. But my experience is different than what is being said. You know what I mean? Like what I had to see, what I have to personally do. Now I get it. My situation, I have a lot more good with Gabby than I do bad. But when he's speaking, there's nothing that I can really say about that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know, but she would run from this man. And back in those times, it was different. It was different. It was harder to
Yeah,
do a lot of shit.
they wasn't trying to do shit for you. Them attorneys, they were trying to lock. They still do, but they were trying to lock a lot of black men up and shit for child support and stuff
And
like
they
that. And I'm
got
like,
you.
I pay
They
child
got you.
support.
They got you
Like,
when he paid.
yeah, I changed something because I wasn't sending the money straight to her. Like, mind you, I'm giving this chick 700 to 800 bucks out of my pocket, and they ain't make me send it to her. But then I found out what she was using it for, so I stopped. All right, we're gonna have to go a different route. I can't give you this money because you're not using it for my daughter. You're using it for your personal fucking, satisfaction or whatever the fuck you got going on. And so
Before y'all answer,
then you
real
go to
quick.
court.
Before something is said, hold on, Mike. Before something is said, I do need y'all to understand, and y'all don't know this part right here. That woman is in jail right now because of something that she did, not caring for her child.
And that child is dead.
And that child is gone because of exactly what he's about to talk about. Go ahead.
All right, so I get the money. They get me to come to court. I had the papers and everything because I was in the military. So I had the papers of the money that I was sending out and shit like that or whatever. And then they was like, "Well, you weren't sending it to us." And this fucking it was not being racist or whatever, but it was a white fucking district attorney or whatever that she had. She gonna say, uh, they said, well, he got his papers and stuff like that, so we can't really. She said, well, we got to get him for something. Just like that. This is how she said it in front of the fucking judge. We got to get him for something. Oh, so, and then the judge, like, all right, we'll get him for the month that he didn't pay child support. So I spent 9 days in jail for that shit. Now tell me what was fucked up about that. What was cool about that? You see what I'm saying? And I was like, God damn. I got to spend 10 days in this bitch. I couldn't call my job. I couldn't call my mom. Nobody to let them know everybody was wondering where the fuck I'm at. And I'm in jail. And it wasn't like she was saying, oh, don't send them to jail or whatever. And shit, she's sitting right across from me. She didn't say shit. So, I go through all this bullshit afterwards, and it's just building up. And then she comes to my family. I get my daughter one day. She comes to my mom's house, hollering and talk about, oh, give me my fucking daughter or whatever in front of my aunt and them. My aunt and them had to get in her ass. And, my grandfather's on his deathbed and shit in the house. And she coming over there with all this crap. And I'm like, I said, I'm going to leave it alone. Then one of my cousins, I ain't gonna name, ran into her and her brother, and they was about to smoke them and shit. And I had to run down there to stop that shit from happening. Then she goes and lies and tells the police, oh, he brought these guys to the door. I had nothing to do with that shit. Didn't even go to her door. He brought these guys to the door, and they threatened me, and he was waving a gun in my face. I don't own a gun. What the fuck am I waving a gun in your face? First of all, if I come there to see my kid. I don't come there to wave my gun in your face, even if I did have one. You know what I'm saying? So this is the stupid shit that I had to go through.
You're not that important.
This is the stupid shit that I got to go through. Now, karma is a motherfucker. You see how shit reversed? She had to do 16 years for letting her kid die because they were starving the kid to death and shit. Her and her motherfucking so-called fiance. I still want to beat his ass today since 1996. Still want to whip his ass. But that shit is no joke. And people be thinking, you running around talking about I'm a deadbeat dad and I ain't take care of my kid or whatever, but you keeping my kid away from me. And yet you going to try to label me, and now your ass is doing time.
Yep.
That don't make any sense.
Oh, no. Tell them the icing on the cake that she tried to do.
Oh, she told my daughter.
Steph, listen. First of all, before we get to that, rest in peace to his daughter's little brother. It was, and y'all probably, Mark, if you probably know about the story because it was a big one here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it was on the news.
It was big.
It was 2012.
Yeah, it was big.
2012, springtime.
Yep. And it was right after Gabby was born, right after Markel passed on. Yeah.
That's when it happened. Probably like a week or two after Markel passed.
Yeah.
I think it was a week or two right after that.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. And I'm just giving context on it. Like, rest in peace to that child, because it was a shame to see it. When they put up the pictures and I got to looked at it in the magazine and everything. Not magazine, newspaper, and seen that boy, I was like, yo,
he was what? He was 8 or 9 and only weighed 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds. Come on, man. Come on.
Not
But
then
I'm
listen,
the bad
we're
guy.
gonna bring reality to there. They abused them and everything, locked them in a closet, all that
So
stuff.
yep.
This is and that's why when we sitting here and we going in the way that we going in, listen, I ain't being too emotional about it because, like I said, my situation is different. But I know the reality of who's out here in this world. I can get all the terms, I can get all the language, I can get all the knowledge. That ain't gonna change people. People have to change people. And if that's why I said, like, the shit that I had to go through is because the person chose not to change. I can know as much, I can be as intelligent as I need to be, but that ain't gonna change that motherfucker. Excuse my language. I'm not even necessarily talking to her. They're just not gonna change who she is. So she's still gonna be this way. She's gonna be this way. I don't care if it's a sign of, oh, she's still feeling this, she's still feeling that. At the end of the day, I gotta go through hell, regardless of what she's feeling. Not today necessarily, but at that time, I had to go through hell. I had to go through shit. And then on top of that, once again, being a father, you just trying to figure shit out. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't fall into the categories of leaving my child.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is hard because I wanted to get the fuck away from her. If you heard my mom's advice, you'd be like, what the hell? My mom told me, Mike, just leave her alone. Let her have Gabby.
Yeah.
You can make another kid. I looked at my mom like, oh, no.
No, hell
That's how
no. That's
hardcore my
what
mom got about the situation because my mom was ready to, do things, but I had to stop her. That's how my mom did. And then on top of that, having a conversation, my mom never knew how bad it was. She just heard me complain. So she was like, boy, you just got to do this. You can't be worrying about that. You got to. And then when she came to court with me and seen it herself, my mom almost jumped across the courtroom table because she's seen it. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what you do not have to deal with. If you don't have experience with it, it's not going to matter. You got to experience that shit to really know why I'm talking the way I'm talking. Like, I'm not trying to be shit. You think I would just be like, yeah, so I have a certain daughter's mother. No, I'm not gonna be talking like Prince. I'm gonna be screaming like that motherfucker. Like, it's a difference. No.
But anyway, getting back to the situation with me, she had the audacity to have my daughter call me and have me call her attorney and tell her attorney what a good mother she is. I was like, what? Are you fucking you kidding me, right? She was like, no, I'm serious.
Tiff was kind of wild for
I
that
was
one.
like,
I looked at Tiff, I was like, Tiff, you know your dad ain't going to do that, right? She was like,
oh,
yeah, no.
My God. I said, nope. After the crap she took me through, and she done took that boy through, I'm done. That's it. That's out of the question. Because I said, I don't know what type of I know what you treated me like trying to get with my daughter. And now you got the death of your other kid on your hands or whatever. So that doesn't make you a good mother at all. She was like, well, it was kind of, her fiance's fault or whatever. But you let him do it. It's not the fact that you didn't do it physically or whatever. You let him do it. So if you let him do it, what makes you think you ain't gonna let somebody else come in and do the same damn thing? Right. Come on, man. That kid lost his life for no damn reason at all because you want to be ignorant. You couldn't call the cops. You couldn't tell them anything. Man, I'd have had that motherfucker he'd have been under the jail. He'd have been under the jail, under that jail, and under the next jail. Come on, man. That's a child's life. And you just didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then they had me.
I'd have to go through. It wouldn't change the relationship I had with my kid. It doesn't change the love I have. Nothing can stop that. Damn that. Oh no, and that's exactly why I'm sitting here now. That's why I'm sitting right here. Like, all the shit that I had to go through, I'm still here, and I ain't going no the fuck where. Like, I'm always going to be here. As much as I had to sacrifice. What I mean by sacrifice is that I lost things. I lost a lot of things for Gabby. I had to work for the government. Lost that job because her mom didn't want to go pick her up. and purposely left Gabby at camp because she didn't want to do it. Well, if you don't get her, then that's going to be on you. And me being who I am, I took that leap and I went and got Gabby. I went and
But
got
you
Gabby.
lost something.
And
lost
as
something.
I'm walking out the door,
See everything.
somebody,
Yeah.
right. As I'm walking out the door, the guy's coming up to me and saying, well, can you resign? Because we don't want to fire you. I like you a lot, but you can't do what you're doing right now. Basically, that job was supposed to be more important than my child. Ding. That's off the drug. That's off.
Yeah.
Work for the city.
But
Did exactly what my brother do. Had to leave a job. I couldn't go into work because my mom was on vacation. Amira with my mom on vacation. Craig smoked too damn much, and Gabby was too young. So I didn't know what Craig was doing. That's my brother. I love him, but he was smoking. Like, he been high as shit around Gabby. Like, what would I have to deal with that? Tom worked with me. Like, I had to think of stuff in seconds and didn't have the time to do it. I just didn't have the time. When you're sporadic and you're trying to figure stuff out, and at that time, trying to really piece my life together, I had to call them on probation and say, I can't come to work because I have my daughter. Another one off the list. I start losing shit. You know what I mean? Now my child support starting to go up a little bit more because I can't hardly even pay it. So I'm paying it, but I can't hardly pay it because I'm losing shit. So that's what I'm saying. This is the other side of being a father. We see the good side of things, but this is another side of that. Mm-hmm. Like, I had to go through it. And as much as I understand y'all statements and I understand what y'all saying, it's tough. And the ones who go through things like this, I don't know if we get the credit like that. Not saying that I want it. I don't know if the credit is really given it. You see somebody shining and, you see them holding their kids up and they're walking with the kids and they're having fun and they're kissing them and hugging them. I do the same thing, but you just don't know what I had to do to get to that point where I can sit back. I took them pictures because I had to smile. I had to smile because I had to be a father knowing that I was kind of struggling and stuff. Like, sitting here and just holding her and literally taking like the last stuff that I was having and buying her everything. Like, I would take smaller amounts of things that I have and let's say I was working at a job that was paying me like $625 every 2 weeks. About $625. Knowing that I had to pay what I had to pay and take care of what I had to take care of. When I would get down to my last, I would go and buy things that I knew Gabby liked. But I had to figure out how the fuck I was going to get on the bus. You know what I mean? Like, I had to figure out how I was going to do that stuff. Just being honest. I had to figure that shit out. I had to figure out how to get on the bus. I didn't hardly had no internet, so I was stealing fucking internet. Like, I don't mind talking about this stuff because I don't, this is my life. So, not saying that I'm better than or worse than anybody, but our struggles is different. That's all. I still was here. I didn't leave. I crawled through the fucking mud with fucking everything inside that shit.
Yeah. Shit, I wish I
could be in
an
an amazing space in my life. Huh?
I said, I wish I could have been in the situation you was in. To be honest, yeah, because I didn't get a chance. I did not get a fucking chance at all. Right. Not one.
Mm-hmm. I've listened, and I tell people, like, because of the pain that I went through of being a father, I literally developed anxiety from it. I'm not saying I haven't always had it, but I developed it. Nobody knows, like, when Gabby would go, I would have these thoughts in my head about failing her, like literally disappointing her. Like, disappointing her to the point where it's like, everything her mom was saying about me was starting to feel true. You know what I mean? The saying that, oh, you don't want to be with your daughter, you're this and you're that, like you don't want to pay for nothing, you don't want that. And I'm like, yo, I'm literally doing everything in my power. I had to shut the fuck up because I was humble, because I sacrificed. Yeah, I mean, nobody want to hear that side of the story. They don't want to hear the struggle father that actually struggled. Like that shit was real. That shit was tough. Like I would cry. Like I don't give a fuck. I cried. I used to curl into a fucking ball and cry. My big 6'7" ass would be in a ball crying because it was hard. That shit was tough. It really was. That was just one of the toughest fucking times of my life. And I never told nobody. I didn't go out there and just start blasting it like I'm going through this. I dealt with it all by myself. Nobody would never know I actually went through this shit. Because everybody got their own problems. Why they need to worry about me? That's how I was feeling. So shit was tough. And I just had one kid. I can't imagine having two more of these motherfuckers and going through some shit like that. Hey, I'd have just took out a life insurance policy. All right, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. But yeah, that shit, man. Listen.
Oh man.
This is just the side of being a father that is a struggle, but I smile at that. I smile at it and I look at who that person used to be and say, yo, you really worked your ass off to get where you at now, and you did it by yourself. You did it by yourself. And that's the fun part about this whole situation. That's why I have joy in me. That's why I have happiness in me. Nobody can take this shit away from me. No matter how much they try, say this, say that, it's not going nowhere. I'm gonna be like this for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
No. Most definitely. Listen, I'm talking to everybody now. The whole fucking world gonna hear this. I'm gonna watch this episode. Mike, please, let me get you. I'm gonna just chop you up some turkeys and put it in your freezer.
When you said you curled up like a ball and cried.
Just let me come and cuddle you. Let me hold you.
I can imagine.
Put your head in my bosoms.
I can imagine. I can imagine when your big ass was crying. You know how motherfucker be in a dungeon and shit on the floor. I know that shit ain't supposed to be funny, but
I'm good. I don't mind myself being a joke. I am good for it. I love it. Bring all that
in
shit.
In a dungeon on the floor and shit. It's cold.
I'll be crying like that. Come pop and shit.
I will be outside the tower and shit. Who the fuck is that?
Right? Who the fuck?
I don't know.
All I see is a big ass guy going there. I don't know if there's somebody else in there.
The guard come and be like, "Will you shut that shit up?"
All right, look. I know we've been sitting on this topic for a quick second, but you know, we can always move on to something else. But this is just one side of the factor. I love what Marcus was talking about, because it's like nobody's relationship should be defined. No child should be a part of the mother's situation. Your love for your kid should be a whole separate thing. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
My love for my kid it was separate. It's just that that's an obstacle that stood in the damn way and shit. And I really had no control over it, because if the courts and shit ain't helping.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm posting another picture. This is Mike and his second child. Hey, Destiny. That is Mike and his second child. Look, this man, you can't tell him he ain't goddamn 50-something years old. He don't look like he in his 50s. As you take the picture away, doing, he still look the same. He just got a fro. And it's curly at the top.
Be 57. 57 inch, yeah.
You look like you about to, you know what you look like you about to do? You look like you about to say, God damn, it's hot. Vampire in Brooklyn, when he walked into God damn.
Yeah. In the church. And he came to the church. And started smoking. Yeah. Come on, we're going to take church outside.
You walk in here. God damn. But that's man. Mike and his second, and then there's more pictures of me and Gabby. Look at that. She's so goddamn goofy. Goofy ass kid. And then you should see her. She worse now. And she is not that. See how little she looks? Shit. We ain't that big motherfucker.
Not like that anymore.
Motherfucker. You know, they don't build them the same. But yeah, more pictures. And me and the kid. Always using my stuff. I know I got one more, Mike. One of you and Jaden. Dang!
That's when Jaden lost them teeth. When he lost them teethuses.
Oh, he lost all them teeth with the little toothbrush.
What you brushing up there in the front? Nothing. The bottoms and shit.
I even got a picture of Beef Barkis and his little mama. I don't know. Do I have permission to show that Beef Barkis? I don't even know if you're still in here or not. It's possible. It's possible. But yeah, me, Gabby, and Leigh. On the bus. And look at Gabby and Leigh again. Look at the bottom picture. Gabby found that barrette. Almost snatched that shit up out of her hair.
Damn.
But yeah, that's okay. I'm sorry, I was reading the message. All right, and here go Beef Barkis and Lil Maya. Oh, look at that. And Marcus, look at him. He look like a Skittle. His head shaped like a Skittle. And last one of me and Gabs. Yeah. Little Gabby. That's it with the pictures of the kids. I'm tired of this shit, man. Anyway, so next one, next question. It's gonna be nice and fun. How much history do you know about your family as you being a son, and you learn some things? Like, how much of your history of your father do you know? I'm gonna tell you this now. All I know is my dad played football, and that was it. I'm sorry, my father. I'm gonna fuck with that. He played football.
Yeah,
he was really, really good at it. Like to the point where he should have been in the NFL.
Yep.
They had him scouted and everything, and they told his goofy ass, "Don't go playing out in the streets because you're gonna hurt yourself." And he broke his leg.
Got hurt. Yep.
He broke his leg, and then he started conforming to drugs because he was depressed.
Yep, he damn sure did.
Yep. So, yeah, what about that, Mike? What about the history of your father? What do you know?
The thing I know about my dad graduated from at the top of his class. He was offered a job as a draftsman coming out of high school.
Damn.
For drawing blueprints for buildings and shit.
Right.
That's where we got all the drawing from. That's where Steve, me, fucking Tom, yeah. And I think Jaden.
He could draw?
Yeah, he can, but he choose not to.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where all that came from. But I mean that's
I love this. I love everybody
just about
participating.
whatever it is, but he chose otherwise. He did the drug thing and so on or whatever. You
Oh
know,
man, I'm reading Chaz's thing about his dad. I know
shit
bits
went
and pieces like how
downhill.
he lost his brother, and he said how he said he'd shoot a mother effer if they wouldn't stop messing with him during the war.
Wow.
Your pop is his dad was funny, man. That was the man. And her dad is a Broadway bass veteran. Yes, I do know that. He's your daddy big time. Big time.
Hmm.
He makes guitars now. Okay, nice. Her dad is still here alive and well.
Bling 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 bling.
But now from my understanding, he was working on what the needlepoint is, right? He's supposed to be working on that or something like that. That's in Center City. Your dad might.
Who?
When he didn't he like supposed to be working on the needlepoint or something like that down in Center City?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, like the blueprints or something like that. That's what I heard about
Yeah.
the story.
Hmm.
Yeah, Diva.
Like I said, he killed it himself, man. And I'm like, damn. You think back and you be thinking like, damn, I could have had a much better life or
I
whatever.
know,
But
Diva.
I then I look at it and I'll be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good where I am.
Yeah,
I'm good as far as my headspace and everything. I'm good where I'm at. I'm not complaining about anything or whatever. I got the wife that I needed to have in the first place.
yeah.
Um, you know, this one, the youngest one, about to be out the door in a couple of years. He probably gonna get it. He
He
probably
ain't
still gonna
leaving.
be around. He gonna be
No, he
around
ain't
till
leaving.
he like 30. Ma, meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
See what you
And Mike, you gonna be like this coming down telling those stories. Yeah, them hoes, they got the cheese on the board. They got a rat trap. So the moral of the story, they trick you up with them booty chips. He gonna be like, take your drunk ass upstairs, dad. That's how he gonna be cussing you
Be,
out.
be on the slick. Come on, son. Let me tell you out the back door or whatever. You go out the back and shit. It was something that was told to me when I was younger. It said anything goes when it comes to hoes. Because pimping ain't easy. Good
Oh
information,
man.
Dad. Good information.
He's gonna
No,
tell
I
that
wouldn't
later.
tell
All
him
right.
that. I wouldn't tell him
No.
that.
I know.
I'd tell
I
him,
know. Yeah.
keep your shit
That was
straight.
actually my
And
next
don't
question too.
let don't let nobody put something on you that Ajax will take off.
Damn. Man, that's gonna burn. Um so what were we talking about? Oh, like I said, with my dad, I don't know too much, I know enough. And I kept it just like that. On to the next questions. So all right. With these little kids that we have, or whatever the case is, what is how would I say it? What is the most unique thing about them that reminds you of you when you see it in them? What do they do? Do they have something in common that they do? Like,
My kids do goofy shit.
right.
Goofy shit and bust, and that's the same shit that I did. And they just carried on. So it is what it is. I know they my kids or whatever because they'll sit there and they'll have you bust on them or whatever, and they'll just they'll ride right along with it until they get tired of your ass, and then they'll bust on you with something you ain't gonna like, and you ready to fight and shit.
And start fighting you.
You get pissed then. Same way I used to do it. Like I sit there and hear you say all this shit, and then I just bust on your ass one damn time. Man. Motherfucker want to get up and fight. Ain't even not even said that needs you. Have you warranted to fight, but you want to fight any goddamn way because you got that embarrassed.
My son
I'm
loves
like,
playing points just like me. Oh wow, nice.
yep. It's just like
synthesizer.
Jaden coming in with some goofy ass dances and duck walks and shit. Cracking up.
Digging in the mud. Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't think I was ever a mud kid, but we played in the parks and stuff back before dogs used to take massive shits in it. Like every now and then you would find a dog shit. Now everybody just throw their dog in there and take a shit.
Y'all ain't see, y'all wasn't creative though, because we used to put firecrackers in the shit.
No, that ain't creative. That's fucking destructive and nasty. Like,
we used to put firecrackers and fresh shit in the park, and then have people walk past it, and yo, see,
that was them type of kids.
Y'all wasn't creative, man.
Oh, we was creative. We just wasn't that level of creative. Negroes used to do stuff. Remember, Tom used to climb trees and catch praying mantises.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He said he left it in there. He said he put it in the jar and left it in the sun and burnt.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! My brother caught a praying mantis one day, right? Left the damn praying mantis in the jar next to the window while the sun was beaming. Yo, we came back. That praying mantis was black as hell at the top. Motherfucker was cooked like.
The praying mantis was praying. He was praying for somebody to get him out of the damn jar.
Motherfucker was stuck like this, cooked like Tom, man. Oof.
Right, praying mantis was in there. That man was in there. Oh Lord, please, somebody take the cap off of this, so I could fly away. Oh man.
Yo, I don't know, and it was like a lot more praying mantises when we were younger. So Tom was the start of an extension. Like, yo, this man was getting my nerves, man. Like, motherfucker used to catch praying mantises and then catch another one to have them fight each other. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Tom was that bull back in the day. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He ain't poke no holes in the top. Ate the
He's suffocating and burning. Like, God damn. A hell of a combination. His death was not fun. Yeah, Tom did his ass for that one. He definitely did his ass
like, oh Lord, please. Somebody get off. Just take the cap off. The sun's not so bad.
The sun's not so bad.
It got hot in that motherfucker. You know, with the sun beaming in the jar, and the jar got a lid on it with no holes. This is just straight heat. It probably would have survived if you had holes in the cap and shit. He put not a damn hole in that motherfucker, just stream it on.
Yo,
who's gonna leave him in the window?
Tom was the worst. He is the only one out of all of us that does not have a kid. So he's the only one that's not a father. If he ever becomes one, that'd be a dope time for him. It'll change the shit out of him. Yeah. He finally can have, his little anime baby. So,
yeah, he's sitting there drawing pictures of his son or daughter.
Right.
That's funny.
He'll be just like his dad, sitting in Indian style, eating baked beans and shit. I'm gonna share some stories about my brother. I'm gonna roast his ass. Fuck it. My brother, that's my guy. Yo, this is the only dude. Yo, y'all gotta understand. We used to get in trouble with my mom so much over things my brother used to do, and my mom would just blame all of us. So if you ever hear stories come from my mom, it's always all of y'all. It's never a particular person. It's always all of y'all. You don't even have to be there. I could be spending the night with somebody else's house. Come back, you niggas fucked my crib up. Like, damn. Like, yo. But and then you get a phone call at the house, John. I whoop your ass when you come home too. Like, how? Like, what do I got to do with this? But anyway, just playing. This dude, might as well clear that voice up for this. This mofo used to take the Betty Crocker muffins, the blueberry or the strawberry or raspberry, whatever one my mom got. Literally would cook all 12 of them motherfuckers. Remember the 12-pan sheet joint? Tom knew how. He was a chef, I'll tell you that. Motherfucker was cooking them joints and didn't share not one motherfucking muffin. And these are fat muffins too. He's sitting there playing the shit out of Super Nintendo hot as hell, TV hot as shit. And this motherfucker over there eating 12 muffins and shit. That's why when Craig started teasing him, and Tommy's like ready to fight Craig and shit, because Craig's calling the Muffin Man 24/7.
Look. He got it honestly though, because he got that shit from Steve.
Yeah,
he got that shit from Steve. Steve was the tea master. Steve would drink a big ass combat cup of tea in the summertime. It's like 180 outside. He got a hot ass tea. He ain't dropped a piece of ice in it, nothing. Just walk outside drinking this big ass combat John the tea. Hot ass tea. You can see the smoke coming out of it in the summertime. So he fucking come outside with his hands on his hips like motherfucking Forrest Gump when he went outside. with a big ass hot ass tea and shit. Sipping on that shit. You don't gonna play football.
Yo, we could do a whole entire podcast
like,
about
look, you wanna run past his ass and just slap it out of his hand. Right. Get some cold water or something. You come out there on the porch with some hot ass tea. Boy, it's blazing outside. You have no bullshit. You see the steam coming from it and everything in the summertime. You be like, God damn. The hell he got in that cup?
All right, so look.
Steve, wow.
So one more question about the the father thing, and then we can move on to our little funny segment and lead the podcast. So we talk about the goofy things, but like I'm gonna share a little story, the fun, positive things about my daughter, because it's like, like Marcus said, I have more fun than I did anything. So I never knew a kid would pick up such a personality, and so I started just sitting back looking. Half of the time, the stuff Gabby do, you can kind of yell at her about, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, but it'd be so goddamn funny. I don't say nothing. I just get entertained by her. Like the messages she send me, she be calling me like bro and what the hell else she call me? Kid. Like, what's up, kid? Like, wait,
that's the way they speak now. So
it's funny as hell. It's funny to me because I'm like, yo, why does she talk to me like that? But it's like I just embrace it. I love it who she is. Like, just keep being you. But just to share goofiness in her, like, just I don't know, like I just find myself always smiling at her, and she's easy to talk to and play with. Like, listen, this is in the archives now, but me and Gabby was having a conversation in the car, and I looked at, I was like, that's exactly how I did it. So I was like, Gabby, the fuck did your mom do to her face? Yo, Gabby turned around, looked outside the window, and started laughing so goddamn hard. And she started giggling. And she's like, bro, I don't know. Like, so she already know that is a problem. But I'm like, Gabby, I said, do you remember what she used to look like? She's like, yeah. I said, do you miss that face? She was like, yeah. I know that sounds bad. Yo, I'm sorry. But I had to say, yo, me and Gabby be roasting this shit out of people. Yeah, listen.
Wow.
I was like, Gabby just be like, I was like, Gabby, this is between me and you. You ain't got to say nothing. And she'd be like, I got you. Yeah, that shit be funny as hell. Like, Gabby really she the big, yo. She funny as hell. She just young. That's all it is. I felt like if she was a grown-ass person, I would easily hang out with Gabby. Easy. Because she, you know, she like one of the homies, like, easy. I'm still her father at the end of the day, but that's a silly ass kid. That's a silly ass kid. She'll walk up to somebody that's smaller than her in height and pat them on their head and shit. And be like, you're cute. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. She lazy as fuck and active at the same time. Be like, Gabby, run and go do this. I ain't running. Like, just the shit. Like, this kid is like is the worst. And then my kids' father, what she said, kids be savages. My kid's father grew a beard, and I heard about it before I even seen it. Damn, because they told you. Hey. And they listen. Cool. Don't let her get to talking about how I'll be passing gas. She be going in on me. She said, yo, my dad be farting so loud, it don't make no sense. Like, I'm like, yeah, why you gotta tell everybody my shit, man? What the fuck? Yeah. Like,
you be online typing it up.
Mm-hmm. But then I love, like, the proudest thing of it, and I have a bunch of pictures of it. Her friends love her so much, it don't make no sense. Like, they compliment her all the time. And it's like there's times where I do see, like, Gabby, I don't know if she, like, when at a certain age, I don't know if girls feel like they're beautiful. But it's that little in between thing. It's like maybe you look at yourself and you see a flaw and you tell yourself that you are that flaw and you're not. And it's like sometimes I see it and I feel that little rush of wanting to save her come in. But I'm like, sit back and just let her do her thing.
Yep.
And I just have small conversations with her and just ensure her, like, kid, you're good. Like, because that's all I can do. It's like I pour so much love into her that I feel like I need to pour love other places too. Motherfuckers be getting my ass. Hey man, you ain't tell me you love me. Oh shit, for real? My bad. Like, it ain't purposeful. I'm just going through some shit. Like, I got a daughter to raise.
Shit, that's just like with Jaden, boy. Oh my God. That's a funny ass kid. He be wanting me to knock the hell out of his ass, but I just don't. He say some off the wall shit. Like, I forget what his mom was saying to him. He was asking her for something, and she was like, he said something about her. She said she didn't have any money for it or whatever, and he was like, "Yes, you do." And but he like, you can't tell. She told you she ain't had no damn money. What you mean? Yes, you do or whatever. She do have money. If she got money to buy a car or whatever,
yo.
Yo, I was like, hell no. But yeah, you can't get mad at him or whatever and shit, man, because he just be. I mean, he a good kid. He be sitting in his room playing damn games all the time on Madden, and it's funny with I looked at him play Madden for the last couple of days since it came out. He been beating people's ass. But he get mad if somebody get an interception or some shit or a touchdown on him. He get mad as hell. And I was like, man, you beat this dude 35-7, and you get mad? And then he turned around and intercept the ball and run it back for a damn touchdown. He still ain't satisfied. I'm like, come on, man, come on. He just he gets emotional about a lot of stuff, but he damn. I thought, like, I've never been real bad acting as far as losing or whatever on any of these game platforms and shit, whether it be on computer
What's up,
or
Van?
whatever. But he be tripping, man. He be on some other
Right.
stuff. I told his mom, he didn't get that from me. You must have got it from you or whatever. And shit. He didn't get that from me. I don't do that. I say I don't slam controllers and shit and be throwing shit out the window and kicking shit down the steps, and I ain't do all of that. But that's my boy though.
Right.
Now if he get his driving part together, he'd be all right.
That's the part
He
you got to
said
work on. Huh?
he said he ain't catching the bus next year.
Facts.
That was
He gonna
his
be driving.
distinct word. I ain't catching nobody's bus next year.
Facts. I mean, yeah, if he ain't lying, so I'm trying to pull up this video. I got a video. I bought Gabby. I remember, for school. She was a big ass. I'm old as fuck. She. See, you start yawning. She wanted a book bag, so I went and got her a book bag. Oh my god! Why did I get her this big ass fluffy unicorn bag? Just like walking on this shit loud as hell because she was a My Little Pony, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this kid. And it's like, I love every moment of it. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I make sure I archive all my stuff because I got nothing but videos of my kid just getting on my damn nerves. Like even on what Uncle Tom used to call it, unicorn gab and all this other stuff. Like, you know, ain't nothing like being a damn daddy. I wouldn't change it. I'm trying to see pull up some videos of the kid.
I need to take a picture one day and show you Jade when he sleep. He, you know how you sit up and you sitting in the chair and you fold one leg across the other. You know how guys
Right.
do it when they had their leg, they had their leg up like this. He be sleeping like that.
Wow.
Like,
My legs would have been shot. My legs would have been toasted. I wouldn't have had no more legs.
I was like, that's a strange ass way to sleep. Oh, I talking about God, he had to put his leg down. I said, I ain't touching that boy. Leave him alone. If he feel comfortable sleeping like that, then he feel comfortable sleeping like that. I think it's
Pretty
funny
much.
as hell to go see that shit though.
Pretty
And
much.
he be sleeping. To me, like, is he up or is he sleep? And his ass sleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it. I'd be, just thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, once you just go back to being like little again, she can go back to like that stage. I would very much appreciate it just for a little bit. I won't be there all day because that crying and shit she used to do. Oof, can't handle that part. But other stuff, I can. But all right, so look, let's get to the next segment. I got something in my fucking throat. Obviously, I've been doing this shit all day, but
You gonna say nothing?
Fucking struggle throat right now. Pause. All right, so let's start a little tiny segment. She's a 10 segment. Would you writing shit down for this?
Who, me? No.
Yeah. All right. So Mike.
No, because I had something crazy that your parent or adult may have said to you back in the day.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll get to the 10. So, what is something crazy that my mom used to say back in the day?
Yeah, like if your mom or a grown up or whatever.
Damn. What did my mom used to say? like just normal stuff, not towards
Like
us.
out of the blue, like if she getting that no, like if she get pissed or whatever, just out of the blue.
Oh, always.
It should be
Everybody do the same
easy.
thing. I could dial somebody in right now and get that reaction. It was always y'all motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers always fucking.
You gotta I know she did that shit, but I'm talking about just like my mom. My mom would say some shit like, what did she say? What did she say to us? She say some shit like, you be talking to her and she asks you a question, and then she be like, she figure you lying, so she be like, you lie faster than a cat can lick his ass, and that's pretty goddamn fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do?
Yeah, grandma used to say that. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that. Yo, grandma with her terminologies
I
was
was like,
wow.
yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Uh-huh.
Like,
And then
what
she be
the
ready to
hell
whoop
does
our
that have to
ass
do with
because she
anything?
just said that, and we laughing, and she, y'all
Yeah.
motherfuckers laughing.
Oh, y'all think it's funny?
Y'all think it's funny?
Yeah, that shit was funny.
So yeah, that's something that my
And
mom
just
used to
like,
do.
yeah,
My
and just
godmom
like
used to say,
earlier
hold
when I
on.
said,
My godmom used to say, I'm allergic to stupid shit, and you making me itch.
oh yeah,
Old school words.
yeah,
Old school words.
yeah, I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I told you the teacher when I was in the third grade?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I talked to you about it earlier. I said the teacher when I was in third grade. Now, this is the difference between how school is now and school is my ancient shit, right? So the teacher was like, third grade teacher, can't remember what her damn name was. Black teacher, too. We had to get in line to go into class coming from the lunchroom, right? So you marching us down, everybody wasn't in line. She was like, everybody, y'all get your asses in line or whatever. You know, you can't talk to kids like that no more because the parents take it offensively and shit. Oh, you disrespecting my kids or whatever. So she was getting everybody in line up against the wall to get ready to go into class. So this dude, one of the kids, walked up and stepped on her foot. Why did she snatch his ass up and say, you stepped on my foot? One more damn time, I'm gonna stomp on yours until it disappears in the floor. I was like, God damn.
She said she gonna stop it until it disappeared to the floor.
Yeah, she gonna
God dang.
stomp his foot until it disappears in the floor. I was like, yo. So I'm thinking about that shit back then in fucking third grade, which was way, way back during caveman time. But anyway, and to think about how school is now, y'all got it lucky as hell, boy. And then you remember Dog, right?
Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheryl's friend, Cheryl's and my
Mm-hmm.
mom's friend and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He told Steve one day. Steve kept picking with him. He told Steve he gonna kick him in his ass till his nose bleeds.
Steve probably was cracking up laughing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No,
We took Steve and locked his
Steve.
ass down in the basement. We took Steve and locked his ass down in the basement in the dark one time because he was getting on our nerves.
Sometimes you got
That
to.
nigga
Steve,
was
he a
down there
different breed.
crying. He was down there crying and shit. We let him up just before my mom got home.
Wow. Y'all was cheating his ass like Quasimodo.
Hell yeah, because he just got, you know how Steve is.
Yeah, he
I
started
was
talking.
like, He just kept on and kept on. Me and Dog was like, fuck it. Tied his ass up, threw him down the basement and shit with the lights out.
Damn. Y'all vicious, man.
He
All right.
deserved that shit. I'm gonna tell all you.
While he flying away. So here goes a question. Listen, And y'all can answer it too if y'all want to. Listen, she's a 10, right? But every time you don't pay her no attention, she headbutt the wall, but she turns around and just starts smiling and laughing with you.
Huh?
You still talking or no?
Mm-mm. No.
You ever repeat
Something is wrong mentally.
She a 10,
If you bang
but
your
every time you
head,
don't pay her
I
no
don't
attention,
care.
she
I
turns
don't
and
care.
she just headbutts a wall, but she comes right back
I
and just be
don't
normal with you.
care.
Like, baby,
You know what that reminds me of, Mike? That movie. It's a thin line between love and hate.
Oh, Lynn
Like
Whitfield?
that.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah. She
no.
whooped her own ass and
Mm-mm.
sent herself to the hospital. Like, you remember? You
Yeah.
beat me.
Uh-huh.
God.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. That's what Tom kept calling this one girl I was talking to. He said, "Oh, Mike, you got that thin line between love and hate type chick." He said she gonna show up at the
Oh,
crib, start beating on herself, and they call the cops.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, nah,
Mm-mm.
never touched her, never seen her a day in my life.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care if
Chaz.
that motherfucker was
Chaz said
100.
negative
I
1,000
am
fan.
not. Yep. Leave that alone. Leave it alone.
All right. So for the ladies in the comments, he a 10. He a 10. This is for you, Seneca, and this is for you, Stephanie. Chaz, you can answer it if you want to. And Vanity, if you're still there, you can answer it too. He a 10. But when y'all be doing nasty things with each other, he be sucking your titties like a baby.
Oh.
Making baby noises. Is y'all still doing it or not? I'm talking about like
Oh shit. Oh man.
They said, nope, I can't. Denied. Oh man.
And after he finished, he'd be like, I'm good.
All right, Mike. I got you now. This is back with the ladies. All right, so she a 10. But when y'all sit on the bed with each other, she bite her toenails and spit them. You good? You still gonna stay with her or not? Is that low budget fruit? Low hanging fruit?
What if you kiss her and then after you finish kissing her, you got a toenail in your mouth?
Shit. Vanity, you didn't answer. Is it a yes or a no? I'll come back to y'all, ladies. She said that's flexible. Chad said that I can accept. All right, I understand. But when you get hit with one of them motherfuckers, you hear somebody thoof, and that shit pat, you be like, hey man, what the fuck is you doing? Like,
I don't eat body parts.
All right. So for the ladies, he a 10. What's this? Right. He a 10. Everybody, come on, ladies, I gotta answer it. He a 10. This gonna be fucked up. But when y'all go out to eat dinner at night, he got a sippy cup and he drink it with both hands. And he do that little Mike. He do one of these Jones when he he do one of these Jones when he drinking it. He be like,
like the little kids. hell no. Oh man.
Chad said, I ain't mad at that. I mean, I feel you. I feel you.
He doing it sip a little bit.
That's not my
crazy,
king. Understood. He just look at y'all the side of his face like that real quick.
with his lips still on the sippy part.
With his on the sippy part, right? She said you gotta be this tall to ride this ride. I got it.
Wow.
It's enough for me. All right. Got you. All right. So for the it's for us now. All right, Mike.
Oh my God.
I'm going old school with this one. She a 10. But she got some big ass veneers like Baraka from motherfucking Mortal Kombat. you letting it still go in on you?
Rock. Oh shit.
I'm talking about some motherfucking class.
Oh, hell no.
Baraka specials like them Steve
You about to cut your
Harvey.
shit off. She about to cut your shit off. She ain't a horse, she a horse. I ain't giving new meaning though. Get away from me, jackass.
Uh-huh. She come through about to light that. No.
Oh man.
Hold on, Mike, I got you.
I can't.
Hold on.
I couldn't.
You can't do it?
Probably.
What about everybody else? Y'all can do
Probably
it?
shade.
Y'all can do it?
Probably shade the skin off like a cheese grater.
Hold on, I got you, Mike.
Oh hell no.
Oh man, the pictures ain't showing up. I thought I just downloaded this shit. I had a picture of Baraka from Mortal Kombat. I was gonna post it up. So I can't speak on that. All right, I know. That's a dope for me. All right. One more and we are done. This is the ultimate one for the ladies. But gotta think about it. He a 10. Got everything going for himself. He got look, he a super 10 to y'all, right? Not everybody. Just I know I'm doing the bullshit right now, but he's a 10. He got all his shit together. Nice crib, car, all the good things, right? You finally ready to go over and give him something. Mike is about to get real. You go to his bedroom, you about to get it in, and you see a bunk bed. You getting it in or not? Like that's his bed. And look, to make it even worse, he got a slide on the side of that motherfucker too. Oh, and he ain't got no kids.
Oh hell no. Yo, you know what that remind me of? The movie Big with Tom Hanks. He had a bunk bed in his motherfucking car.
Right. Vanity, you wild, yo. She said I call top bunk.
She said, yeah. Huh?
I call top bunk. Hey.
Wow.
Why no? Like, yo, let's talk about this. Why no? Why no? He got all his shit together. He just got a bump bed. Maybe he always
with a slide.
Mm-hmm.
And you can slide on one side and the ladder on the top.
Right. You can hang on the top while you ride. Sounds like his childhood bed. Probably, but he got his shit together, so he probably bought a nice joint.
A race car joint
on the side. He got a race car one. He got a shape like the Ninja Turtle joint, and it got like an upstairs level to it. And go around like this down to the other bed.
He said a spiral slide.
Right.
A spiral slide down this shit.
Right. Look, Vanny, you trying to all be nice. I like it. Oh, shouts out to the healing person with the bump bed. Well, look.
Have you seen my childhood?
The fuck you sound like that when you was singing it, yo. Oh, man. I'm hungry.
In the job.
All right, so look. Shouts out to Mike coming through. Uncle Mike, one of the funniest people on the face of this planet. A lot of my personality comes from him. I had a good conversation. Yeah, we got deep with the talks of being a father and stuff like that, but there's more to it. We just kind of sat on this side a little bit. Of course, my guy. What's going on, Con, man? Welcome in, brother. Yeah, man. Listen, that's how we are. But there's so much that goes into it. Some of our experiences are different than others. Sometimes you only have to be a father to be a father. It's not about the kids you make, but the kids you raise. You know what I mean? So, that's a big thing. My uncle was a big part of my life. He changed a lot of it. And we talked about it earlier, like what would have happened if he wasn't there, Like who knows what would have happened to us, Him and my Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve might be batshit crazy, but he kept us off the streets. Like some of my fondest memories come from the goofy shit that he used to do. Like we literally used to be around a grown ass man playing goofy shit like we were kids. Like he was a kid. Motherfucker's Peter Pan for real. Like,
yeah, he was. That motherfucker.
Yeah. And listen, Marcus used to think he was the greatest of all time. Oh, you ain't know about that one. Yeah, that shit. Marcus used to think he was the greatest of all time. Oh, you know what he talking about? Well, he found out. This motherfucker don't know shit. He's from the slums of Shaolin, not Shaolin Temple. The slums. Like, there's two different places. No, Chaz scored on a long time ago. Like,
he never made it. He said he never made it to the temple.
No.
Not
he
even
made it
the
to motherfucking China Temple, like the place you eat out of. That's the furthest he went. He got some General Toast chicken. Yeah, he irked the shit out of me. Yeah, he used to always call Charles shit, just black and all this other stuff. Like, all right, we know. Like, calm down, Steve. You're a grown ass man, just come up talking to kids like that. Anyway, but yeah, some of our fondest memory come from them. We had father figures growing up. My mom was married, so we had men in our lives that was stepping up and taking care of 40s motherfuckers. I'm like, God damn, you niggas is committed. Made me think about my mom, like, damn, Mom, what you doing? Keeping these niggas around. Like, dang. And when you get older and you know how it is, you like, I don't even want to know no more. Like, I don't even want to know. Yeah. Like, she got men to raise 4 kids. 4. And they kids too. So
yeah. That's what was really crazy. Yeah. It's a whole bunch. Y'all motherfuckers was the real Tribe Called Quest and goddamn Wu-Tang Clan this shit.
You called us Wu-Tang? Damn.
Y'all the Wu-Tang and the real Tribe Called Quest. God damn. The Jungle Brothers too.
You remember that little joke they used to say, like, that's some baby kids or something? We used to be, that's Pam's kids. That's some Pam kids. They coming up the block. Yeah. The crazy part is we weren't bad. We weren't bad at all. But certain combinations of us was terror. It was the combination. Like, if you put Mikey and Tom together, some shit was going down. If you put Markel and Craig together, some shit was going down. But if you put Mikey and Craig together, they were one of the worst combinations because them motherfuckers was just the same. And then they would get into a fight with each other.
That shit.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Fun times, though. I don't want to change it at all. I don't want to change it. But I'm going to end this podcast with one thing. Advertisement for the new music. I got to throw that on there. Yeah, Mike, you ain't hear this song, but I'm working on some shit. Another R&B album on the way. I'm gonna let the thing do the introduction for it. But yeah, that orange cat behavior is on his way. If you don't know about them orange cats, Mike, them motherfuckers is something different. They the type that'll jump on the bed the wrong way. Yeah, that's the type of cats they are. They a little different. What the fuck? I just was logged in. Sorry. God damn. I hate when I gotta log in the shit. But also with that, the TBC podcast, you know, we coming back. I think we'll be starting up. I was going to do last week, but I'm like, wait, I don't want to talk about preseason. I want to talk about the season. So, sorry, y'all. I think that's the password. Yeah, there we go. Here I come. Don't judge me. No, I said if he's a good guy, she's smashing on the bump big. Hey, Mets. You gotta go to a bump big. Yeah. Don't even when y'all book a hotel or y'all book an Airbnb, say no, we're gonna take the room with the bump bed. Change your life. Promise.
You do it on the top bunk, on the bottom bunk, fall off the bunk.
You ready for some football? Diva, are you coming on the first episode? We're gonna talk some football. You said you know your sports. And are you a Cowboys fan? Or is it just six? Or is it y'all like a combination of y'all? I know, listen, I respect you because you're from Texas. When people don't be from Texas and they come like, how about them Cowboys? Looking like that and shit, and you like, fuck you like them. Like, they've been trash since 1996. The fuck? How do you like them? That's an abysmal team. Would you like their colors? Like, but anyway, here go the music right here. I hope y'all enjoy that. All right, I'm giving y'all a snippet of that Orange Cat Behavior album. I just got one song done, and it's called Sliding in the DMs.
Okay.
Yeah. But you seen I had to do the Marcus sent that picture. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. It's going down. While Plankton, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Oh, you Tennessee Titans. All right, cool. So you're going to be bad, but you're a different type of bad. Good. Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. Fan, you a goddamn Cowboys fan. Them boys are no. You didn't even have to say that part. Why did you even put that in there? You should just left it right where you was at.
Go on ahead. Hey, tell them to say what they say every year. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl every year. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. That shit is funny.
Listen, Diva, as long as you put them on Madden and then put the difficulty all the way down, y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna win. Y'all got it. So. Right. She's a 10, but she's a Cowboy fan. Yep. That's how I end the show now. Yep. I'm gonna end it right on that note. All right. So shouts out to y'all. Thank y'all for joining. And we will see y'all next week with at least not TBC. We Got Questions podcast. Basic will be back next week. She got a break this week. God, you got it, basic. I'll let you have that one. But nah. But we shouts out to y'all once again, and I will see y'all soon. Y'all be safe.